Good morning, HOD Professor A.K. Chaturvedi sir, my seminar guide Santil Almira sir, and coordinator T.P. Sarma sir, faculty members, examiners, and my batchmates. I am Manish Kumar, pursuing my BTech from University Department of Mechanical Engineering, Rajasthan Technical University, Kota. Today I am pleased to be here in front of you all to deliver the presentation of my seminar topic, Hybrid Friction Stir Welding. Let's start. This is the overview of what I am going to present with introduction and completing on references. The first question come in mind is what is hybrid friction stir welding? It is an innovative solid state joining technology which has great potential to produce effective and defect-free joint for similar materials and dissimilar materials, irrespective of high chemical affinity and completely different physical and mechanical properties like aluminium and copper. It overcomes many of problems associated with conventional joining techniques. HFSW is low energy input capable of producing very high strength welds and wide range of material of lower cost. Welding is mainly of two types. One is fusion welding and other is plastic welding. Fusion welding is a process that uses heat to join or fuse two or more materials by heating them to melting point. The process may require the use of filler material. No pressure required in this process. The examples are gas welding and arc welding. Plastic welding is a process of creating a molecular bond between two compatible thermoplastics heated to plastic state. Pressure required is in this process. The examples are friction welding and forge welding. And now coming to working principle of friction stir welding, FSW process involves four phases, which are first plunging phase, second dwelling phase, welding phase, and finally exit or redirect phase. Now discussing all these in brief. In FSW, a cylindrical shoulder tool with a profiled probe is rotated and slowly plunge into join the between two pieces butted together. Then frictional heat is generated between the wear resistant welding tool and the material of the workpiece. After that, this heat is without reaching the melting point and allow transferring of the tool along with weld lines. Finally, the plasticized material is transferred the front edge of the tool to back edge of the tool. Probe and it's forged by the intimate contact of the tool, shoulder and pin profile. And this is schematic diagram of friction stir welding. Here you can see that there is a sufficient downward forces required to maintain registered contact between the tool and workpiece. And you can relate the working of friction stir welding by this diagram easily. And after discussion of working, we are going to discuss important welding zones. Friction stir weld is its cross section consists of three main zones. First, A, budget stir zone, B, thermomechanically affected zone, TMAZ, and C, heat affected zone, HAZ. The above three zones pose distinct mechanical properties and nugget and TMAZ being the weakest part of the joint. And now we will do the microstructure analysis with the help of the diagram. Here is the diagram. You can see that part A, B, C, D are marked. From this figure, you can easily understand the whole process and its effect on the different part of workpiece. Here we will discuss the joint geometries. These are four types: horizontal, vertical, overhead, and orbital. Basically, these joint geometries are used according to our requirement or our desired design. Now, when material suitably comes under consideration, here we will know all these sum of material which can be welded with the help of hybrid friction stir welding. Materials like copper and its alloy, lead, titanium and its alloy, magnesium alloy, zinc plastics, mild steel, stainless steel, nickel alloys. And moving forward to tool parameters which are used in friction stir welding. As it is shown in PPT, as 13 tool is used, tool should be strong, tough, bearing at welding temperature, have good oxidation resistance, thermal conductivity. Here are some tools which are commonly used in welding process. According to different situations, you can see some of these given in the slide as shown to you. For example, self-jacking pin tool, fixed pin tool, adjustable pin tool, and retractable pin tool. Here are some of the friction stir welding machines. You you can see here. Making comparison of FSW to other joining process, we are considering FSW versus fusion welding. Good mechanical properties by weld at below MB of workpiece, reduced distortion, reduced defect rate, parent metal chemistry, simplifies dissimilar alloy, welding elements, consumable, reduced health hazards, and no weld pool. Recently, we have done a comparison of FSW to fusion welding. Here we will learn about the advantages of frictional stir welding so that we can understand why we are using stir welding over the welding process, over the other welding processes. The advantage of frictional stir welding are as follows. Good mechanical properties as in weld condition, improved safety due to absence of toxic fumes, no consumables, easily automated on simple milling machines. Can operate on the positions vertical, horizontal, overhead, and etc. Now, low environment impact, high superior weld strength. These are some advantages we have just discussed. These are the points which make frictional stir welding the future of joining processes. As we all know, everything has some pros and cons. Now we will discuss advantages and disadvantages. Here we will discuss disadvantages. First, complicated or special fixture arrangement required. Second, it creates a visible hole in welding plates. Third, high initial and or setup cost. Fourth, it is less flexible compared to arc welding process. Fifth, FSW can't make filler joints. Sixth, non-forgeable material can't be weld. Seventh, workpiece must be rigidly clamped. And it is the most important part of PPT. Why I am saying that? As we all know, we want to understand the topic by relating to it oneself. Here we will discuss the application of frictional stir welding, and whenever you visit places, you can relate that. Frictional stir welding is used in various industries and various sectors. Shipbuilding offshores. FSW is mostly used in aircraft industries for welding wings, fuel tanks, aircraft structure, etc. Used in marine industries for structure work, used in automotive industries to weld wheels, rims, chassis, fuel tanks, etc. It is used in chemical industries for joining pipelines, heat exchanger, air conditioner, etc. Frictional stir welding is also used in electronic industries for joining bus bar, aluminium to copper, connectors and other electronic equipments. It is widely used in fabrication industries. As we have discussed its application previously, we find that it is used in aerospace, automotive, railways, fabrication, robotics, personal computers, and joining of aluminium 3D printing materials. We can easily understand its value, so it's time to discuss its future developments. What will be the future possible change in this life? Like, first, it will become laser assisted frictional stir welding. Laser might be used in that, and second possible use of induction coil and other mechanism in this. These two changes can make a huge difference and make this advantageous over other welding processes. Concluding to all this, we reach to the conclusion of this. Firstly, we can say FSW opening up new area of welding daily. Second, no distortion, stuttered fumes. Third, welding at below melting point of workpiece. Good forging action by tool. Fifth, create high strength weld in hard materials. And sixth, it is alternative to fusion welding. These are some references from where I took diagram, figure, and some points to elaborate my topic. Now, if you have any question, please ask me. I would like to answer it.
Yes. What are the materials difficult to weld by friction welding?
Basically, friction welding is a versatile and tolerant process, capable of joining most engineering materials. Some materials can be problematical. However, for example, those with a high melting point, such as refractory metal like molybdenum, tungsten, etc., and non-metals, for instance, ceramics. Any other question?
No.
Thank you. This is all from my side. Have a nice day.